Alright, Face of the Killer, Episode 9, final episode. Press enter to begin. Act 1. Oh shit, this is gonna be a long one. Run fast, comrade. The old world is right behind you. Signed, Wayne Gretzky. Alright, I'm liking the look of these dog things. At least the one on the right. The one on the left is very strange. What do you think it means? No time for that now. The killer could be anywhere. Hello there, sir. Are you the killer? Haha, if the killer appears, I'll shoot them dead. Killers can die, just like everybody else. What do you have to say to me? In her vast nest of woods and corpses, the killer is hatching the world that is to come. Once we're inside, kill anything that moves. Hey, I recognize this place. This is the old urban cenotaph. I don't know what a cenotaph is. The killer has infiltrated all of our most beautiful institutions. Cenotaph. Isn't that like an old Greek building or something? Look, masks and costumes of all our leading statisticians and celebrity car salesmen. Oh my god, is nothing sacred? Where's the door? Here we go. Cogs and things, what are they for? I don't know. Probably, clock. As though the whole of civic life were on the one machine built by the killer over centuries, assembled in silence for some dark purpose yet to be disclosed. The Portrait Hall of City Fathers is a memory of better days. Hey, isn't that... It's BB! Oh shit, hello! Listen, did you hear that? Oh, it's probably just the wind. Come here, baby. Kiss... What? Why is that? But they say the killer lives in this place. There's... Okay, shit. Well, maybe you're right, Charles. Oh, fuck. And it's BB killed me! I think we're watching TV. Unit 12 to base control. Hello, is anybody around? Fuck, this is so loud. I can't even hear what I'm saying. And I'm like always screaming at everything. Hello? Can anybody read me down here? Is the mission still going okay? Over. Hello, BB! What is it? I can't read what it says. It's cut off. Something forgives. B kills. Damn, BB, why did you have to kill so many people? They asked too many questions, Ray. Were you guys going to help me with here or what? Wasn't BB part of like an old and like episode with the college people? Wasn't she like in a movie series? That must be what we're watching. Yeah. Anyways, that's a little bit of lore for you guys who watched the earlier episodes. Gee, I never thought we'd find ourselves inside the faculty tunnels. Our neglected academic careers must finally be taking off. They don't even get good TV reception. According to the charter, all graduates must be able to pick up their diplomas directly from head office if there are no living staff members left to pass them out. How about Dr. Blood? Decapitated Sunday. For real? I owed him the term paper. I hope that doesn't mean he died unfulfilled. Okay, everyone, load up. Credentials are important in today's job market. I read an editorial about this. Great! Bachelor of Phrenology. Looks like most of the good ones were taken. Great! Bachelor of Numerology. Bachelor of Game Design. I guess that's some sort of commentary there. Well, I guess for graduates now, is that me? I feel like I'm gonna throw up. If I leave all of a sudden, it's because fuck, I gotta... Okay, 1 second. Throwing up is one of the worst sensations there is. Well, not throwing up itself, but like the moments between vomiting are awful. Literally the worst feeling ever. But then you throw up and it's actually kind of satisfying. And then you don't throw up and it feels awful again. Well, okay. Well, I'm a courier for Knife Roo, the new subscription box service. Sign up now to get a hand-curated batch of fresh knives in the mail every week. No questions asked. My nose burns. What about you, Claude? I find bloody oops, okay. It's a growing market, so competition is fierce. Some of my rivals have started breaking into people's rooms to film their own new product. But I have a good feeling about my find this week. The 400 Blows. Sounds grisly, right? I think it's one of those guinea pig series. I don't know what that means. Man, even the bars are closed. Is National History Day a bigger deal than I thought? I hear fireworks outside, so at least somebody's still having fun. Phoebe, you're in all those horror films. Maybe you can cook Claude up. I keep telling you that's not me. That's the other Phoebe. Really? Cool. How many of you are there? She's in the first one, right? Look, you know the characters in a movie series can sort of change definition over time, like Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster, or Dracula and Dracula's monster. Some time ago, I actually started a directed horror film known as Bloody Nights 4. I guess it did well enough on the direct market that other studios started making their own versions, with the Phoebe character returning as different actresses over time. Likeness growing ever more abstract. Is that the killer right there? That looks like the killer. Damn. Phoebe, you're cool though. I see why you became a star. Look how fucking cool she is. I try not to take it personally, but it's not like they're paying me residuals, so I've been picking up shifts lately at a medieval-themed chain restaurant near town. The boss's name is... Pussman! I wanted to get that one that said Pussy Man, but it was too many letters for the plate. You know, I can't help but notice the doors of the building seem to be locked tight at all times. An exciting world of new restaurant concepts. Great job not falling in yet. This is a surf position, but we will start you at a new time wench tier. What does that entail? Oh, just wenching it up. Wenching around. Love it. And remember, hand your keys back every ship. I hate buying new ones every time someone falls into the corpse grinding shopping machine. Your job is very simple. Food orders are prepared by the machines and then fed into the mangling device. Then all the dark, wet slurry is poured into the city sewers, and the cycle of business repeats. Your job is to reach way into the mangling device to pull the bone fragments off blades when they get clogged. So nobody actually eats any of the food? Is this one of those tax things? That's really more of a vassal tier question. One day, something went wrong with the pipes. I went downstairs to take a look. I found a network of stone tunnels that seemed to predate the creation of any known theme restaurant. That went deeper and deeper, leading towards a dark river of lymph that rolled slowly onwards underground. Pipes hung from the ceiling, but fuck. Didn't get to finish it. Personally, I'm more of a burger dolphin guy. What are you, Max? Where are you working? I get paid 2 cents a comment by one of those websites that just posts pictures of car crashes next to garbled, vaguely menacing headlines. How come you're only one with us with an actual media career? Well, I guess that... See you in the workforce sometime. What? I guess that's that. See you in the workforce sometime. Seems like some people are forgetting the duties we owe to society. Why are you talking like a cowboy? Listen, as the closest thing this town has to youth culture, we have a civic responsibility to stay up and party on graduation night. But everything's closed. Not everything. It turns out some of the other guys from our year are holding a house party later tonight. All we need to do is skip this train and get the next one. Out to... Mansion Gardens! Where'd my friends go? Hey, there you all are. What's with the monster outfits? It's safer to be feared than loved. When you all said you were going to change, I assumed you were just being dressy. This neighborhood seems sort of ritzy. Do you actually know anyone who lives here? Don't worry, most of the old mansions have been chopped into apartments now, like everything else. But they do say there are a few still occupied by descendants of the original city owners, insulated in there against the years, growing paler and stranger with each successive generation. Ray, did you actually get invited to this party we're going to? Art is a universal invitation to experience, Claude. Hey man, it's me, Carnosaur. I was in your social studies course, I think. These are my associates. Andy Warhol's Dracula and Gazoo, the thing forsaken by God. Come in, everybody's welcome. Hey, I like your BBC. Thank you, I worked hard on it. Feel free to hang out, just stay out of my dad's room. Doesn't this party seem kinda off? Well, ordinarily I'd say yes, but I've spent the last 4 years hiding from maniacs and mostly talking to myself. So I've decided, from now on, I'm going to be the new BB. Confident, sophisticated, and the life of every party. She's a head taller than you, though. Hello, Enchante, greetings. Gee, everyone here already seems to know each other. I wonder if they all belong to the same vocational track. Glass crunches somewhere in plush carpet. A chorus of whoops come from the TV room. Everybody's piled into a couch, laughing, watching the History Channel. We're big fans. Glass lamps rattle from a distant slamming door. Low thumps, hushed giggling, the sound of running feet. I wonder if those older guys are chaperones. They don't seem very good at it. I can't believe you brought it. And all we have to do is find a TV. This party's gonna rock. Dude, come on, let us use the set. We brought a Virtua Fighter. Sorry, in the middle of something. What are you guys watching? Rehearsal tapes for the new season of the Immersive Theater. They're putting on Dogs, Urza Pound's fascist response musical to the success of T.S. Eliot's Cats. Apparently, it's never been staged to completion before. I thought the theater only ever did the one play. Some people say it's time for a change. Hey, I really like your outfit. Thank you, I'm BB. I can see that. Who are you for real? Still BB. Haha, I admire your commitment. Why not come in to where the real party's going on? So what internship did you get assigned? Did our school have an internship program? Of course, you just have to fill out the form in the careers department. Wait, slow down. Our school had a careers department? That's also so real, because I missed all that shit at my school because I was sick like the 2 days that they told us about it. There's no future in that line of work. Meet my friends, Robert and Fiznance, while June is apprenticing as a BTK consultant with Lockheed Martin. You consult them on sandwiches? Anyways, it's pretty crazy to finally be graduating, right? Now we have to figure out what we're doing with our lives, ha ha ha. Do we? I don't think so. We've always known exactly what we're doing with our lives. More drinks? Yes, fill it up, absolutely. Act 2, Party Night. We gotta get out while we're young. Cause tramps like us, baby, we're born to run. I feel like this is a song I should know. I don't know lyrics. I don't pay attention to lyrics when I listen to music. I just listen to the music, which I guess is not that ordinary, actually. Like, lots of people mostly pay attention to the lyrics of music. Let's put out some music! Woo! I like everybody's mask. Yeah, there's a comment in speech too. Hey guys, we've got to go. Let's build the future with the energy of youth together. Who's giving this talk anyway? Historical tendency. Far out. Didn't they used to tour with Minor Threat? Seats, 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 seats. I wonder if I have time to grab more of those little sausages before this starts. Oops, too late. Hiya kids, hiya, hiya, hiya! Boy, it's so great to see so many eager faces. What a turnout. Yes, yes. Let's start with a quick question. Who here thinks the Empire ever ended? I don't know what that means. Boy, it's always a thrill to meet the true believers. Unfortunately, empires always end. It's what they do. So perhaps we should say instead that the restoration of a greater imaginary empire has never finished. Call me Mappy. You may know me from my popular 1980s video game career. I retired early and bought a big house, but nobody wanted to visit my big house or listen to my increasingly hammy and truculent political opinions. And so I sat there with the lights off, watching people drive past on the road outside my house and imagining what it would feel like to shoot them in their cars. Until inevitably, in this way, I began to develop a grand theory of history. I realized that we needed to go back to rejoin the sacred continuity of force severed from us by revolutionary turmoil. Back to violence sanctioned by myth, when one could be Gilles de Buzz, I don't know who that is, upon a holy quest instead of just some asshole strangling kids in the parking lot behind the stop and go. Folks, I know many of you agree, which is why we're starting to shelling with the city. But way back is really possible? The answer is yes. We fight to restore the legitimate claimant, a bold figure ready to reclaim the vacant throne of history. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the last descendant of Charlemagne, the present king of France, the Dauphin, it's the king! Now under your seats you'll find your very own cornet and a loaded pistol. Pardon me, excuse me, sorry, bathroom break, you know how it is. It's definitely getting to be that stage of the party where sticking around is an increasingly poor decision. I've been making lots of friends here, so we'll be okay. This is the power of new BB, and all I have to do is inform the others and then stylishly, dynamically hide under a pile of coats somewhere. I thought I told you to stay out of my dad's room. Hey, take it easy. It's a party. Do you think I got a spy or something? Hee That's right, confess your crimes. It's no good, she's too tough. We need to bring her back to a site for enhanced interrogation. That's okay. Hey, that looks like fun. I love army games. You know, my uncle was a soldier in one of their inscrutable wars of occupation. He told me what they do to prisoners they caught. How about you be the insurgent, I'll be the defender of humanistic values. Hey, don't worry, I used to practice this on rats, open wide. What happened? Well, I guess we blew up her power station. Don't worry, the backup generator will come on in just a second. She's gone. Alright, let's go upstairs. The old rights have been restored. Welcome back to the era of feudal mystery and caprice. 1 second, we're figuring out who gets to go first. So is Marquess higher or lower than an earl? How can you tell if you're related to a duke? Oh shit, it's me! What the hell? Coming through! Yay! Get juked! It's me again, I just went in a circle! Oh shit. Howdy, it's me, BB! Zines! I don't like the sound of that. I never say howdy. Give me a howdy like or do. Don't you said howdy then? Gee, there's a lot of these things this season. Let's get the next one in half and see if it multiplies. What? I don't understand what happened. They killed another person dressed like BB? I don't even know. And I also don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, there we go. I just had to go left. The illustrious protagonists of history have been decanted from their amber tombs to the point as the figureheads of the world that is to come, preserved through long years at the bottom of grease-trapped buckets of various regional fast food franchises, nurtured and replenished by the vital oils. I'm totally fucking lost right now. And who do we have here? Why, it's Napoleon III. The bitch is back. A fine vintage. Crunch, crunch, chomp, chomp, chew. And over here is Anastasia, the wildest Romanov. She looks pretty picked clean already. Nobody will notice a quick bite. Ah, fresh meat. No, I'm your employee. Hey, it's one of my employees. You probably know not to show up for work tomorrow. Ye Olden Times is moving into a vast new tracts of public life, and I've wanted to eat you ever since I hired you. Hey, right, I forgot to hand my keys back after the end of my shift. Oh, thank you. Yes, that'd be a big... Ah! Oh shit, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna get caught. You know, video games really did make us do it, but nobody will ever believe you. And my head got crushed. Never mind, I killed them. Please stop legending us with that. That was a rare mint-in-box copy of Mario's Cement Factory. Ow! BB just killed somebody. Gee, I guess instead of Dark Souls, we should have gotten good at murdering women. Whatever happened to games for change? Man, that party sucked! Where'd everybody disappear to? Let's all just turn in early so we're fresh tomorrow. Isn't BB taller than before? I wasn't really paying attention though, but apparently that's the new BB. You know, that really is a great costume. I'm a fan of the BB movies, but I don't think it's a cheat that she never seems to die. I mean, really die. Headless, limbless torso washes up on beach, so chopped apart that they need a specialist to tell what species it used to be. You know, sometimes the DVDs come with little feedback cards inside. I was thinking about making my own cut. Hi, BB! This is from episode 6, which I didn't show you guys. BB, we wanted to show you guys. We changed our mind. Mandy and I are pro-murder now. It's the new hip thing. I think it's far out. Hold on. What are you two even doing here? We were decapitated. You forgot that we were medical experts. They say that at key moments of history, the dead can be seen walking the earth again, as though such points of the world itself had lost track of many precious distinction between who was left alive or why. Who the fuck is that? If you run into any members of the living, say hello. Tell them they don't know what they're missing. Gee, I hope none of those burning apartment blocks are mine. I just got my things organized. Who's this? Must be an understudy. Kids, could you fetch some Zimas? It gets pretty hot inside these symbolist god monster costumes. Guys, can I grab BB here for just a second? How did she know I was here? At one point, we tried commissioning a mechanical one, but there was this fire. Hey, why am I telling you this? Captive audience? Huh. Hey, it's Mappy. Hiya, kid. Hiya. Boss, the new act seems like a terrific success. The comic cards are in, and they read, help me. Wait, what are you all even trying to accomplish? Like this is a coup? I thought the theater controlled the city already. Actually, we're more like contract workers. The owners of the city have managed to insulate themselves so well against history that they no longer believe that it exists. But they still dream about it, and in the depths of their seclusion, the dream resembles a nightmare. A tangled procession of ceremonies and masks, conspiracies and motiveless coups and murders and hidden rooms. And so that's what we stage for them, day after day, to soothe them in their dreaming business. How do you like our new sign? And handing out rifles to drunk college grads? It gets them involved. They feel like a part of the process. And it's not like we're completely irresponsible, see? These are prop guns. They're not even loaded. Boy, what a party. You did this, didn't you? I'm tied to a chair. Yes, but it all makes sense now. You were there when the night college was wiped out, and when our supply warehouses in that thick town burned down, and that hick town burned down. And have you ever been for my job You even took over my movie franchise! That was supposed to be my side hustle! Now they're the baby movies! And nobody remembers who directed the first one. I don't even get residuals! Great party, huh? Woo! You think I'm getting all this arts funding by being nice? I'm paying more theater kids than Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark! Hello! Oh, fuck. Oh, you got me! I'm done for! Nice try! Incidentally, delivery like that is why you only ever got 2 lines in the civic play. Yeah, well, I never even wanted to be in your corny play. I had my own plans for that week, my own cultural ambitions, but nobody even bothered to ask me what they were. What were your ambitions, BB? I wanted to do a color issue! Don't point that thing at me, young lady! What did I just say? Now you do a death scene. Pity you grabbed a prop sword. Situational awareness is very important in this line of work. Push! What are you staring at? Help me up, would you? Oh my goodness, who do we have here? I'm Boso, you idiots! Boso! No, I don't think so. Director Boso is right here. And you don't look anything like her. I wonder why Boso hasn't caught back up yet. I hear people moving behind the curtains on both sides. A soft grunt. The scrape of props. A low creak of old rope and winches. Isn't it a little late to be changing the sets? Prepare to die! Hold up, fellas, this one isn't wearing a mask. Are you undercover? Say something and come! 10-4, spread 'em! Oh my god, it's a mirage! You're telling you it's a... what? It feels good to be out of those dog outfits. I thought mine suited me. Look guys, I made a necklace out of ears! Bah! Outmoded iconography! No place for you in police theater! Mission accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Is there an exit around here? I want to guard it. First, we have to report to the CO. The crucial stage is yet to come. Hey, good work, guys. Looks like you've managed to catch a dangerous criminal. We did? Yes, indeed. Phoebe here has been the person of interest ever since the case of the mysterious theater a few months back. I wasn't sure whether you guys remembered that. It's been a busy period, but I'm sure you would have gotten around to you eventually. Boss, we found the thing. Well, there's no time to talk. There's no time like the present. Let's take a walk. You might notice how some new decor around here. We've been forced to put the theater under police control following the attempted uprising of armed killers. Who gave those guys real ammo anyway? Well, we did. We have great things planned for the first season of Police Theater. Now I know what you're thinking. Young people want their serial killers to have more of an unlicensed indie feel. I used to be pretty alternative myself. Check out my K Records tattoo. Where am I going? You see, Boso always thought she was the only one who knew where to find the owners, but she was wrong. They told me too, whispering throughout the static on my Dick Tracy communicator watch. That's how I know the city tires of an old age of horror and dreams instead of an age of law. Isn't that good news? Sometimes I feel so happy I can't stand myself. When I am too full of joy, I think of how little good my health did anyone near me. Come on in, boss. Police dog followed the trail in here. Bark, bark, bark! What is that? Civil legitimacy. Blood her! Just a precaution, ha 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 ha! Killers go crazy for the smell of blood. Now you go first, and we'll watch and see what happens to you. The air in here has a sour aftertaste of someone's breath. Veins beat slowly in the walls. Are these the corridors of power that everyone has talks about? Lumpy, chair-like animals scuttle by, unseen. Involuntarily, I recall dark legends of the city's past, that at some point the town fathers began interbreeding with their own real estate. What? Vanna, if I live through this, I'm going to climb into a bathtub and never get back out. At least I've decided what I'm doing with myself after college. Behold, the marble temples of the law. Now keep going towards them or I'll shoot you in the head. You know, when I was younger, the history of the world seemed like an endless series of police actions. All those squashed peasant revolts, interminable centuries of torture, beheadings, I thought, wow, how did people put up with it all back then? So I became a cop, and quickly realized that there was no such thing as sensitivity, that everybody could be made to feel the same degree of pain. And history seemed to me a nightmare, worse than before, and I thought, great, amazing, I've matured now for sure. I've really grown up. Now I've peered into the true depths of suffering that make up the world. I'm a stoic realist. At least now I know just how bad it can get. Oops! And every time I said that, I'd find out the truth was worse. Worse and worse. An ocean of blood that went down forever. And I looked into it. I discovered the higher dimension to police work. I found out that the capacity for happiness was finite, while the capacity for misery was infinite. And while waiting at the bottomless pit of infinity was an unspeakable policeman known as God. If you wanted a universe of artificial suffering, you could have stayed home and played video games. This way, I also get a pension. Well, here we are, under where everybody is. I get it, they're busy people, city founders. They probably want us to let ourselves in. Please attend, please attend. You see, they're calling us up already. A grand new age of municipal cooperation is about to begin. Please attend! Cough, cough. Did you do all your reading? I sure did. The marble tombs are oddly brittle, slick and wet to touch. Who'd want to meet anyone who lived here? The more I see of this place, the more haphazardly it seems put together. Stately columns piled in heaps, buildings with no doors or windows. I guess it's just the olden style, but it really feels more like walking around a furniture showroom. Please sit down, make yourself at home. You are all the young leaders of tomorrow. What the fuck is this? Just remember, no cheating is allowed. Do your best. Let's start with an easy one. Question 1. When was the horror genre invented in English? That's right. The answer is 1651. When Hobbes and Leviathan boldly proposed a terrifying universe of undirected violence, the better to contrast with the emerging condition of directed violence known as the state. And so it was a realm of legitimate violence produced also a realm of illegitimate violence. The two kingdoms of politics co-evolved with the kingdom of horror. Two nations sharing a border, trading back and forth, images, ideas, bosses getting political or something, a kind of power-sharing agreement in which we will all attain a dual citizenship, never to allow to be certain just which nation would exert the final claim. And it worked, quite tremendously. Only doesn't it seem unfair that the horror should always retain a silent partner? Some glimpse and photos, documents, and documentary orders. Don't you think it's time they have it? I can't fucking hear anything over this. Shut up. Then good. This. It's the killer! Oh my god. I thought the terrible secret buried underneath the town would be more terrible. This is the single least threatening room I've been to all day. Did I just get lost? Maybe it's a sublet? The thing is, I know the cheaply made horrors I have no idea what that word is. Most of the stuff even my sister couldn't sell. Moldering, whoops. I'm tired of covered in blood and missing my shows. I wish I knew which layer of fake city I was on by now. It's like this town was built. Alright. Well, I have to admit the theming grows more inventive by the further I get. The rubber mummy room gives me a vague flashbacks to civics class. Is it someone's birthday? And down here is... You with the bird! Hands above your head! What? It's puppets! Oh! What just happened? Being dead's not so bad, BB. You never have to second guess yourself. Oh, she got... You know, I was thinking that she probably got killed in there. I was thinking I would go in there with to find out like, the truth or whatever it was. She probably got killed in there, and now it's confirmed she did get killed. So, yeah. So, bad idea on my part. I totally misunderstood that. To serve as raw material for the grand structure of history, could there be a nobler aim? For what is truly good must be eternal, and vice versa. It's been great for my career. I'm thinking of becoming a Vocaloid. Police action! Police action! Come back here! I have more folksy monologues. First rule of making signs is never to talk to the police! I wish I could tell if I was dead yet. It might save time. Hello! Nice to see you! Call me Baby Bird. That's right, call me BB. Hey, I remember you. Didn't I kill you with a shoe? Let's not dwell on the past. What's important is the world to come. See it? Gorged on the corpse fat, the killer prepares to regurgitate the future in his own dead image. Distracted and slow, for once vulnerable to mortal frailties. Interesting, right? I don't know what that means. Why are you telling me this? Why do I care? What do I care? I'm the baby that always denies. Besides, we shared a larynx once. Think of me as the still quiet voice of inner conscience. Listen, this just got for what? This is just for defense, got it? Perish the thought. Boy, I feel great. This is just what I needed. The others were... Oh my god, I feel like I could throw up again. The others were holding me back. They never appreciated my mixed CDs. I've always been the smartest one in the room. Natural authority flows from my hands like smoke. When the owners see that, they'll make me king for sure. That's the life for someone sensitive like me. Columns and things, some finer shit. I knew it! Faces from the history books. Everyone I ever looked up to. They're all here. Living underground. They all know my work. They've all been waiting for me. Watch out! Watch out! I'm on the trail of a vicious killer! You too, mister, better watch your back! They say that he hates the cops to pieces. What am I doing? What am I doing? These guys have a higher kill count than the International Monetary Fund. Why would I think I'm able to shoot it out? It's bad luck to pick things up off the floor. Some of these corpses seem familiar. What am I doing? There has ever been a horror film where shooting the monster worked? Nya! What are you waiting for? Shoot him already! Don't rush me, you little shit! Where's the egg and vanille? You shoot him if you're in such a hurry! But you're the famous murderer! I've never killed anyone! Intentionally, that I know about. That guy you smashed his head in with a video game. I killed the killer. The chariot of victory goes forth, drawn by the two horses of victory. How exalting it is to fall under its wheels. Behold, the counterworld is born, opposite of all that is, the death in life. It looks pretty much the same as before, actually, just in different colors. That's a negative for you. Still glimpse on moonlight, reflecting unchanging. In mathematical terms, it's technically an inverse. And that's it? Everything you guys did, you made the world, and the only thing you wanted to change about it was the color scheme? Well, sure, what else is there? Are you all stupid? Listen, look, it's not good to be too critical. You shouldn't meddle with the laws of history, Darwin and stuff. Private water park enterprise. Huh? So are we all dead? That must have something to do with this episode too, in the water park. How would anyone be able to tell? I'm not sure I can get used to being a blonde. How are you? I am well. I hope that you are having fun at the convention. What is a Toho? In my opinion, you picked a good weekend to get out of the city. Folks, the results are in. Please welcome the new city council. Strangleman, Mrs. Strangleman, Strangleman Jr., Gore Vital, First Person Shooter, Lady Monstradamus, Tsar Nicholas, The Exquisite Corpse. I love that game. Hyperchop. And returning, Director Boso! Boso, you're looking well. Divulge us to your skincare secrets. A life in art keeps the spirit young. Things are otherwise pretty much back to usual, or possibly more so. After that first night, the new colors seemed to fade, but maybe I just got used to them. Nobody else seems to notice that something happened, so I've been trying to keep track of all the changes in my zine. Circulation Anyway, since downtown is still partly on fire, I've had to call in Arcane Family Favor and have been staying with Aunt and Uncle YY, our cousins in the suburbs. Much conversation concerns current events. The first night there, Aunt and Uncle said what was happening had been no surprise given the ways things were going these days. The second night, our cousins showed up to dinner wearing bird masks and said they'd gotten into a podcast which explained why everything was going on had been good. On the third night, I found all the knives in the house had been sharpened. Aunt YY kept on weighing me and our uncle was reading from a cookbook called To Serve Man, so I've been trying to get out for walks as much as possible. The suburbs are fine, but all the right angles throw me off. It's like living in a crossword puzzle and not being able to see any of the clues. Trying to detect a secret order in 200 streets named after trees. The backyards are fenced away, but at bits you can look through and glimpse some new place, open and uncertain, in the chance intersection of a wall, a roof, a vacant lot. As though still folded up inside the world there was a different kind of negative. Anyway, I will leave you on that peppy image. Enjoy the convention, and don't worry about me here. After all, the one good thing about history is that the worst of it is probably over. Sincerely, your correspondent, BB. And that is the end of the games! Did you understand what happened? I sort of did. It's at the beginning it was really confusing, and then I kind of understood. The last episode actually made total sense to me, like I was following it completely, and then this episode, I followed a lot of it, but not entirely. So yeah, that's the games. So yeah, hope you enjoyed.